Hey guys, welcome back. And I just want to check in on some of this crazy stuff going on with these woke corporations and activism and all that good stuff. I'm going to try to keep it a little brief. I'm a little under the weather. The wife and I both have a bit of a head cold that we got from our kids, so I just want to kind of pop in and do a quick video on this topic. So we've seen Bob Iger with Disney recently say in a report that they want to quiet the noise down in the culture war. They want to kind of step back and stop offending half the country. And you know, whether or not that happens remains to be seen. Personally, I have no faith that they'll actually honor what they're saying, because these companies, they care way too much about that sweet ESG money and way less about what the actual consumers say they want. So unfortunately, that's just kind of the nature of where we are. Great example of that is this crazy I don't know if you can call it a sponsorship. It's this alliance between Dove and this group of women where they're trying to bring real beauty to the virtual world. This came out a while back. I did a video on this a few months ago. Pretty cringe, pretty funny, kind of frightening when you break it down and you go, why is this a thing? With this whole concept of representation and realistic bodies and fat normalization and stuff. It's like, no, you don't have to be a supermodel, but my God, this is not the pinnacle of health right here. It's like, it's just crazy. So Dove has engaged in this kind of stuff before, and they're still continuing it with this person that they hired, Zayana Bryant, where they hired this BLM activist and I guess body positivity activist. Kind of reminds me of what's her face? Oh, that's right, Lizzo. Yeah. So I maybe it's another Lizzo thing where you hire this really large black woman because it's representative and it's good for the body positivity movement. I don't know. Who knows what it is? But yeah, so now Dove is dealing with some issues, kind of a Bud Light style boycott, where they're dealing with this undesirable person who has a sketchy past, where she actually was responsible for getting a fellow student at the University of Virginia semi-expelled from the school. So you might remember this story. This person, Zayana Bryant, accused this girl here, Morgan Bettinger, who was a senior at the time at University of Virginia. Basically, she accused her of saying that during a BLM protest on campus, that the protesters would make good effing speed bumps during the Black Women Matters protest in Charlottesville in 2020. Now, again, I didn't realize that there was a Black women's protest that was, different from the Black Lives Matters protest. I don't know. It's funny how many offshoots these things have, but that's the whole other topic. Long story short, after some students did some investigating, they found out that the girl Morgan, who actually got semi-soft expelled from the school, basically she was put on leave and told that one more screw up and she'd be expelled permanently. She got, punished, and even then the students at her school felt that she didn't get punished enough. They still kicked a fit until finally some fellow students did some investigating and found out that she had not done anything wrong. She never said the thing that the girl accused her of saying, or at least it couldn't be proven, and therefore she was cleared. And she's since graduated and moved on with her life, but it definitely set her back quite a bit. Zayana Bryant had no repercussions for it. Now she's allied with Dove for some silly campaign she's doing, which ironically even Elon Musk points out is messed up. I mean, and I'm not the biggest Elon fan. Anybody who knows me knows I've got a big beef with him. But even he can point out how messed up it is that they hired this person. So now apparently her or her cousin, somebody connected to her, has launched a GoFundMe after staging the hoax that got the student expelled for false allegations. This is from the Post Millennial here. Long story short, apparently a fundraiser has been launched for Dove spokesperson and fat liberation and BLM activist Zayana Bryant. The pitch for donations is that Bryant needs to, quote, feel safe and protected as a graduate student activist due to the, quote, hate mail and threats that have recently become worse. So yeah, we've already covered this. She was a student at the University of Virginia in 2020, took part of the BLM protests. So the article goes on to say Bryant was recently criticized in media after she announced a partnership with Dove beauty brand on her Instagram. The criticism was leveled at Bryant's continuing to be outspoken about the marginalization of minorities, while she brought heaps of hate onto her classmates when they were both studying at the university. Yeah, she led to the white student. Yeah, okay, we've said that already. There were no consequences for Bryant, who smeared her mercilessly. The woman was not able to continue her education, so on and so on. So, in the video announcing the partnership, Bryant spoke about centering the voices and the experiences of those who live. I'll just play the video. It's better if you hear it from her own mouth.
My belief is that we should be centering the voices and experiences of the most marginalized people and communities at all times. So when I think about what fat liberation looks like to me, it looks like centering the voices and the
I don't know what fat liberation is. Somebody will have to tell me in the comments.
Experiences of those who live in and who maneuver through spaces and institutions in a fat body. It looks like making accessible spaces and having conversations that are aware of the fact that people have different bodies and that they are interacting with space and people and institutions.
This reminds me of this argument about how fat people shouldn't be charged for 2 plane tickets when they actually take up 2 seats. And again, this isn't me being mean or fat shaming, but if you take up 2 seats, you should pay for 2 seats.
In communities in a different way. Fat liberation looks like fully embracing those differences and having those conversations instead of shying away from them. To learn more about...
Yeah, okay. So basically, there's a quote here saying that sadly in today's national climate with so many angry, violent, and unpredictable people, being a visible, outspoken advocate and activist comes with significant risks. The fundraiser, allegedly launched by Brian's cousin, states, Ziana has been receiving hate mail and threats for years, and recently they've become worse. Ziana is currently a graduate student, and we want to ensure that she is able to continue all the work that she's doing in the classroom and in that community. We do not want to allow these racist attacks to take away from that. And then, of course, the article points out what those racist attacks are was not specified, but undoubtedly they're referring to social media accounts blasting Bryant. Okay, again, unless it's explicitly saying I'm going to come to your house or hurt you if I see you, those kind of things, the actual threats, being mean to somebody online is not a threat. But apparently the fundraiser has raised over $9,000 of the target $15,000. And apparently this amount is... the $15,000 apparently is not designated for anything. It's just $15,000. There's no mention of security personnel or extra security for her house, nothing. It's just $15,000. And of course, if it goes past that, I'm sure they'll just keep, turning up the limit. Taking more money, because what these people do, it's just a grift. It's all a grift. This fat positivity, body positivity, BLM, all this crap, it's just a grift and it's a scam. It's been shown to be that way. And these people are just figuring out ways to make other people feel guilty and get money out of them. It's shameful. Well, let me know what you guys think down below, and we will see you guys on the next one. And if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. We do have 2 channels, one for daily uploads, the other one for more of my live streams and hot takes. Links to both are down below, as well as the ability to join as a channel member for as little as $3 a month, and that'll greatly help us out. Much appreciated. We also have links to our Etsy accounts down below, as well as our website. We also have Locals and Subscribestar. If you didn't want to support us on YouTube, you can support us through those. Thanks again for being here, and we will see you on the next one.